Hello book lovers! The last 2 weeks of January were not as productive in terms of book reading as the previous ones, but I did manage to read some pretty neat books. First on the list, Plainsong by Kent Haruf, published by Picador Books, and this edition is 288 pages long. Plainsong is the first novel in a series of 3 that takes place in Holt, a fictional town in Colorado, and follows the lives of several residents whose stories intertwine. Tom, a history teacher who's having marital problems and also dealing with a violent student of his. Ike and Bobby, Tom's sons, who are struggling with their mom's depression and her abandonment later on. Victoria, a teenage student who becomes pregnant and is thrown out by her mother upon finding out. Maggie, another school teacher who takes Victoria in and is then forced to find her another place to live because of her demented father, who sometimes becomes violent. Finally, the McPherrons, 2 middle-aged bachelor farmers that agree to take Victoria in and eventually come to love her as their own child. Plainsong has won a bunch of awards, and this is not surprising since it's a really beautiful read. The writing is very simple, there are no fanfares here, and this simplicity wins you over. Next up, The Virgin Suicides by Jeffrey Eugenides. The 4th Estate Books edition here is 243 pages long. The story is set in the 1970s and follows the lives of the Lisbon sisters, Cecilia, Lux, Bonnie, Mary and Therese. As you can probably guess from the title, all the girls commit suicide. The first one to go is the youngest, Cecilia, and the rest of the girls follow within the course of a little more than a year. The book is narrated from the point of view of a group of young boys who used to live in the same neighborhood as the girls. Now grown up, they still try to understand why the girls did what they did. Was it the strict Catholic upbringing? A rebellion against their overbearing parents? Who knows? It remains a mystery to them and a mystery to us. What might be of a mystery to all the people who've read this book and loved it is that I was not intrigued. No. I mean, have you read Eugenides, Middlesex? Now that was intriguing and all kinds of amazing. Finally, Amanda Coplin's The Orchardist. This Orion publishing paperback edition is 448 pages long. Set at the turn of the 20th century in the rural US, the story revolves around William Talmadge, a solitary orchardist who happens upon 2 filthy, starving and very pregnant teenage girls stealing his apples. Instead of driving them away, he gives them shelter and tries to slowly win their trust. When he locates the man that is looking for them, he fully understands what it is they're running away from. What he doesn't understand is that his life is about to change dramatically. I won't give away any more of the plot because this book is so good and I encourage everyone to read it. The writing is rich in detail, the situations misfortunate and the emotions deep. Have you read any of those books? What did you think? Sound off in the comments below. See you soon.